Now, 35% of social grant beneficiaries in the Northern Cape still need to transition to the new Postbank Black Cards from the Gold Cards. Meanwhile, this process has been halted temporarily in the Northern Cape without warning. SABC News reporter Tebogo Msimanga is there. Tebogo, this has certainly been a very frustrating process, and now, obviously, the Northern Cape residents are not too happy with this. Perhaps give us an update. What's happening? Good morning.
Good morning to you, Leanne, and our viewers at home. Indeed, frustrating for beneficiaries. The Democratic Alliance in Northern Cape says it is concerned about the pace of migration from SASSA Gold Cards to Postbank Black Cards. They are of the view that this is due to the extension. But joining me now is Karen Jester from DA on the social development, who's going to talk to us more about this issue. Karen, thank you so much for your time. How concerned are you in the Northern Cape? What does this mean for you?
Well, I mean, from the beginning of this process, it's been very important for us that the beneficiaries get the correct information and that they get the necessary support so that this migration process is easy. In the province, we're about 65% complete. There's about 19,000 people that still have to switch from a gold card to a black card. But our main challenge has largely been that we don't have many Postbank sites. We have 12 to be exact. So we've been to some of these sites to see if they're operational, if they have enough staff, whether they have the necessary equipment, and all that is in place. But they did tell us that at the moment they are not swapping the gold cards for the black cards. They're only doing maintenance work. So, for example, resetting pins, or if you lose your black card, they will re-issue you with a new black card. And if you lose your gold card, for example, you will be issued or you will be helped with a cardless withdrawal. But they're not switching. And, you know, the problem with that in our province is that you now run a real risk that people travel vast distances and then they come to a Postbank site and to be told that they cannot now get their black card. We've had complaints about people having to travel like 600 kilometers, you know, having to pay up to 400 Rand to get to a Postbank site.
Thank you so much, Karen. Karen explaining to us in details that in their oversight visits, they have seen that there are challenges that needs to be addressed. But it is worth noting that South African Reserve Bank has given SASSA to say they must make sure that the beneficiaries, you know, they receive their money. Remember that the deadline was supposed to be the end of May, but it has come to light that the South African Reserve Bank will announce a new date. But for now, it is back to you in the studio.
All right, we leave it there. Yeah, a very frustrating story for residents, and one that we'll stay on top of as we wait and see what that new date is. But that's in the Northern Cape. Tebogo Msimanga.